Today, on our very original Couch podcast, we have a special guest, Arthas the Lich King. Everyone give him a cold welcome.
I suppose a welcome is in order.
So, Mr. Lich King, let's dive right in. How do you feel about the current state of World of Warcraft?
All that I am. Anger, cruelty, vengeance.
Oof, harsh. And what do you suggest Blizzard does with the game?
And its miserable life.
Right, that's very subtle. And would you like to send a personal message to the game developers?
Kill them all.
Okay, those are some strong words there, Mr. Lich King. Let's hope that was metaphorical.
No survivors.
Well, that's interesting. And would you like to send a message to the people still loyal to Blizzard and playing their games?
Remember who owns your soul, Death Knight.
Okay, that's some chilling stuff right there. And do you think there's still any hope left for the game?
Nothing will save you.
And that's time. Thank you, Mr. Lich King. We hope you enjoy the rest of your unholy eternity.
Artlist.io.
God, I hate doing this. While all the other kids would be playing games like Fortnite and Minecraft, I would be sitting in my room alone grinding XP so I can get to max level because I really wanted to kill the Lich King. So yeah, World of Warcraft is a game that so many of people have fallen in love with and so many people have managed to fall out of love with. Thanks to Blizzard, their schematics and the things that they have done to absolutely ruin their reputation and their game. World of Warcraft raised me and Blizzard practically, well, they broke my heart. Ever since I was a little kid, I've played World of Warcraft to the point where now it's just kind of burned into my very being. For years I was dedicated to playing this game, giving it all my time and attention, sacrificing my social life so I can spend my nights wiping on raids. Hell, combining all of the time I've spent playing this game, it would round out up to about 8,000 hours, which is almost a full year of my life playing World of Warcraft, which is not very good. Well then, something changed. Well, Blizzard changed. And with so many people on this platform and outside this platform expressing their feelings and thoughts about the game, I decided I wanted to make a video sharing mine, which also happened to be in line with the thoughts of other people that are playing this game. This video was mostly inspired by Captain Grimm. He's one of the biggest WoW creators on YouTube and some other platforms. He makes amazing machinimas and I think you should definitely go and check out his channel. Let's start at the beginning. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was just about 4 and my father called me to his room to show me something. And then I saw something that would mark me for the rest of my life, a video game. A video game called World of Warcraft, and his glorious level 68 human warrior farming boars in Hellfire Peninsula. And so through time I would sit and I would watch. I would sit with my father and I would watch him play and cleave down the Burning Legion through the game. It was an amazing experience and my little childlike brain of wonder couldn't handle it and thought this was the most amazing best thing I have ever seen. I started playing the game before school, after school. I even remember my first character. It was a dwarf hunter. For some reason a lot of people play hunter when they first make their character in the game. I was like a little fiend feasting on this game known as World of Warcraft, playing it absolutely every day. I would rush to school to tell my friends about this amazing game I have found that my father showed me and how much fun I'm having. But they would all just brush it off like, dude, you're 6, go play in the playground or something, don't play World of Warcraft. So, I never really had IRL friends that would play the game with me, but I did meet a lot of cool people on the game, and I did learn a lot of new things, especially the English language. World of Warcraft single-handedly taught me how to speak English. And being a curious little kid, I was interested in a lot of things in the game, especially the lore. I wanted to know every nook and cranny of the game and what each thing is. Like kobolds, what are they? What are these zombie people? And why is this Tauren yelling at me at the entrance to the Thunderbluff?
Walk with the Earth Mother. Winds be at your back. Go in peace. May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
I needed answers. I needed to know the story behind each and every single race of this game and, well, the reasons behind it. So I started researching. I think WoW is like one of the main reasons I have developed this weird obsession with fantasy stories and the willingness to write things and create. Thanks to WoW, I like reading a lot of fantasy media, consuming it. I think it's great. And so, wanting to know more about the lore, naturally, I went to the first place anyone would go when they wanted to learn something, YouTube. And I discovered a creator called Noble87, who was this, guy that made lore videos on World of Warcraft. And through him, I discovered a really cool creator called Nixium. Nixium was this creator who would make machinimas, which were just like these cartoons I would watch as a kid, but they were made with WoW characters, and that was so amazing. Nixium's videos were just like, cartoons, but on steroids. They were on steroids, like a lot of steroids. And through that, I discovered a community of people, the first community I have ever seen on the internet, the WoW community. And to be honest, I probably shouldn't have been watching Nixium at like 9 years old.
Oh, it's no law weary teaching, lady. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And with that being said, I would always be the youngest person in the guild, and I would probably be the youngest Nixium viewer probably ever. So yeah. One of my favorite memories was logging in every day when I was like 11 to run battlegrounds and arenas every day before school. FYI, WoW players are so bad that a literal child was beating them in arenas. Guys, it's pressing buttons in a right order, stop crying, it's not that hard, you can play the game, it's not hard. Like so many other WoW content creators on this space, my parents also didn't want to pay a €13 monthly subscription for a video game. It was a waste of money, so I would probably spend most of my time playing on private servers. I had met many great people playing through private servers, and at one point, right before Shadowlands launched, I met a Russian guy, and that Russian guy was actually nice enough to pay for my expansion and for my subscription, which was absolutely amazing to me. I am still thankful to him to this day. And for the first time ever, I managed to dive into retail World of Warcraft. Here's where it gets hard. After Legion, one of my favorite expansions that the game managed to release, Battle for Azeroth came, and you can probably see where this is going. During Battle for Azeroth, I had absolutely no fun playing the game. It just felt like a really hollow, soulless version of the game that I had learned to love. And so I really began doubting myself and if I really wanted to continue this relationship with a game I have been playing since I was literally 4 years old, but Shadowlands was kind of giving me hope that things would get better.
You can't keep getting away with it! He can't keep getting away with it! He won't.
Yeah, Shadowlands was kind of fun for a month, but then the cracks really started to show. Instead of adventures in the afterlife of World of Warcraft, a mysterious place filled with wonder and things beyond Azeroth, I got boring content and another borrowed power system that Blizzard mixed up with their genius minds. Thankfully, what carried me through this time are amazing content creators which I aspire to be like. People like Captain Grimm, Asmongold, and Kakio. Those were probably the 3 content creators I spent the most time watching during that period and was very active in their communities. Their content was the only thing keeping me playing this forsaken game. Watching Asmongold's reactions, his thoughts, it really made the time period better since I felt as if Blizzard, now in a rapid downward spiral, in Shadowlands just gave me a big chore list to do. As if the charm of the game that I had spent so much time playing had just dissipated at this point and the game just became really mind-numbing.
Hey guys, so I've been thinking a lot about my actions. Mistakes were made.
I would like to describe to you how bad it was playing that expansion, but I really can't because the expansion was just so extremely forgettable that I don't even remember how it was. The only thing I remember is Torghast and the Maw and that I went Ardenweald for my Covenant, but yeah, I quit the game after 9.1 and never came back. And because my laptop is extremely shitty, every time I would enter the Maw or Torghast to farm Soul Ash, my computer would be basically on the and I wouldn't be having a fun time. And after some time playing Shadowlands, I one day logged onto my Hunter, and I realized that I don't really like playing this game anymore. At this point, my frontal lobe developed enough for me to see and realize that the game is really shitty, and that I don't really want to play it anymore. So yeah, I just cancelled my subscription and kind of moved on. So when moving on, I actually had to make a list of things I wanted to do with my time now that I don't play World of Warcraft anymore. So let's check out this list. Oh. Okay. Yeah. You know, the people that cope all the time like to say that people don't enjoy WoW anymore because they get too old and that they are too old for the game, that they're missing their high school experience instead of the game that they are currently playing. I can tell you with absolute certainty, I was in high school playing World of Warcraft Shadowlands and I shared the opinions of all the other people shitting on the expansion, because it was really terrible. And let's not forget that when the Burning Crusade Classic came out, they came out with a paid boost, a cash shop, and I was absolutely disappointed because that's not something I would advocate for, especially in your game that's all about the journey and not the end game content, unlike the current expansions in the game. And it's not just World of Warcraft, Blizzard had just kept on disappointing with products like Overwatch 2, Diablo 4, and while sure they're making changes to the game right now that kind of seem interesting, I, like so many others, want to express my absolute disappointment in Blizzard and say that they kind of just really lost me at this point. Also, the things that were happening during Shadowlands, especially the office stuff, the absolutely disgusting things that were being reported and that they were being sued for, I don't think Blizzard can really redeem themselves all that much currently. And also, can you believe that they killed Overwatch, dude? Like, Overwatch was a great game, I love playing Overwatch. And they killed Overwatch by just like saying there's not going to be any PvE mode. They also they ruin everything. Blizzard always ruins everything. I really have no wish to play World of Warcraft anymore, and I believe they've sucked the life out of expansions. So yeah, Blizzard kind of lost me on this. Well, thank you for watching if you got this far in the video. This is kind of my first time doing this ever. I even wrote a script. It's really noticeable that I'm reading the script through the entire video. I've always wanted to make a YouTube video, and I'm not sure if people are going to like this style of content. But yeah, thank you for watching. I would really appreciate if you liked, you know, I did the YouTuber thing. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, so goodbye.